Hello everyone and welcome back to Warframe. So today we're going to be talking about Riven mods. Now this is a little bit of a controversial topic currently in the Warframe community. A lot of people are pissed off about how RNG based the Riven mods are. A lot of people are frustrated by how hard it is to get a good Riven mod. And I didn't mean to do that. Let's get some energy. By the way, I'm talking live, so I'm gonna be playing and talking at the same time. Hopefully, it won't go too badly. But anyway, a lot of people are kind of pissed about this, and a lot of like big YouTubers. I just watched Tactical Potato's video on this. He wasn't very happy, and a lot of people are complaining about these Riven mods, and honestly, I think that the Warframe community needs to stop fucking complaining about RNG, because this game is RNG. All right, it's an RNG game. So having a little bit of RNG to get certain mods that you don't even need. Like, you don't need these mods. So having a little bit of a gateway to get through in order to get these mods is, in my opinion, ridiculous to complain about. There are games that have much higher percentage rates of not getting things than the Riven mods. Take a look at RuneScape. That game has some of the most crazy RNG I've ever seen. I don't know where I'm going, by the way. Do I go through here? I mean, I guess. But like, the RNG in that game is so much more difficult than the RNG in this game. I don't actually know what the percentage of getting a Riven mod from the sortie is, but I've done 4 sorties after the rework, and out of those 4 I've gotten 1 Riven mod. So like, it's kind of rare. I don't know if that's me being lucky, because I've heard of people going 6-7 sortie runs without getting one. But still, that's like, I don't know, between 25 and 10% chance of getting one. Which, like, if you think about it, that's not a whole lot compared to other games. And honestly, I think that in Warframe, we need things that take a lot of RNG, a lot of luck to get. Because otherwise, it's just too easy. Like, before War Within dropped, a lot of so-called experienced players, veterans of the game, were complaining that they didn't have anything to do. Myself included. I was bored. And now they've given us these Riven mods, and they are actually difficult to get. So I'm confused as to why we are complaining about getting, like, having something to do that actually takes time. I'm a little bit confused about that. That seems to contradict what we've been asking for, which is something to do. Now we have something to do, and we're pissed off that we have something to do. I mean, am I the only one who is a little bit confused by the Warframe community? I feel like we're giving off mixed signals. We're not being, like, we're not giving a stable signal. We want something to do, but only if it's easy. But we want to be challenged. But at the same time, we don't want to spend a lot of time doing anything at all, and would much rather actually be just playing Overwatch. That's what it seems like to me. And it's a little bit frustrating because it's like it contradicts everything that a lot of people are saying is contradicting itself. You know, maybe I'm the only one who is like actually like I'm the only one who is thinking like this, but it seems that a lot of the stuff that people are saying contradicts what people were saying a few weeks ago. Currently, the only very, very difficult thing to get in the game is Vengeful Revenant. At least that's the hardest thing, I believe. Vengeful Revenant drops from sentients, which are some of the most difficult enemies in the game, and I believe it has a 0.25% drop rate, which is quite low. That's 1 in 400. Still not as low as some of the things in games like RuneScape, but that's quite low, and it's not that hard to get, and that is because the market. People have been farming for it for so long. 11 months now? So now you can buy it for like 100 platinum, which is still a decent amount, but it's nowhere near the 500 that it was before. And so, honestly, a lot of people are complaining about how rare these Riven mods are. They're not going to be that rare in 2 months. You will have so many different Riven mods in 2 months. You will be able to buy a Veiled Riven mod for like 20 platinum. A good Tonkor Riven mod for maybe like a couple hundred. It's not going to last. And we've seen this time and time again. Nothing ever that is difficult in this game to get lasts. And that's because we have this trade chat. I don't know where I'm going. We have trade chat, and all of the people who are farming for all of these rare things eventually get, like, somebody gets one, and then somebody else gets one, and before you know it, you have a whole crap ton, and it's only worth like 50 platinum. So what I'm thinking is increase how difficult it is to actually obtain these Riven mods, and remove the ability to trade them. That is what I want. Now, I doubt that's going to be a very popular thing, because people want the Riven mods, and making it harder to get those Riven mods is making it harder to get those Riven mods. Pretty self-explanatory, but, you know. I would... Wow, there is a lot of enemies here. I just want the bailiff. I would really enjoy having to actually farm for something and not have the temptation to buy it for platinum off the trade chat. That would be great. So I think to take away, to bring something away from all of this is, one, Warframe community, especially us veterans, older players, we need to we need to stop being so stupid and so contradicting in our statements. Do we want something to do in this game? Do we want to be bored forever and just stop playing the game? Or do we want to have something that is very difficult to obtain, but have it as a goal and just work towards getting that? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do we want? And I want it to be difficult. I want it to be more difficult to get the Riven mods. That's just me. The community has to decide one way or another. And I'm afraid that it won't. And what's going to happen is we're just all going to forget as Riven mods are more and more are obtained through the sorties, and we're just going to forget, and then it'll be like a common thing. Oh yeah, you know, I got my Simulor here with my Riven mod. Oh, whatever. You know, it's everybody has one. I don't want that to happen. I want it to be only the lucky few have it. Like, a very, very good example is the Rift Sigil. I do not have the Rift Sigil. I am not lucky enough to get it. There was an event, the Night Watch event. I forget like what it was called. It was a couple of weeks ago, a couple of weeks before War Within dropped, and you had a 0.25% chance to get the Rift Sigil in a survival that lasted 10 minutes. And it was a difficult survival. I'm not gonna lie, it was quite a difficult survival. And we only had a 3-day time frame to get it. So I had no chance of getting it. But some people did, and those people are damn lucky. But like, that's what I'm talking about, you know? Because like everybody wants that Rift Sigil, and there's like a fervor to try to get it. And Vengeful Revenant, oh yeah, all right. Do I really need it? All right, I'll just check Warframe Market and buy it for 100 platinum, whatever. You know, that there's nothing. There's like no emotional attachment to that. Like all of the prime parts. Prime parts used to be hard as shit to get. Me and Sacred Wolf would farm for hours and hours and hours in Tier 3 survivals, going to like round C. What is it? I don't know. 20 minutes. Every 20 minutes, we had a tiny % chance of getting Ash Prime systems. We got like, I don't know, probably 5 each. So like, it wasn't that hard to get it, but at the same time, we spent so much time. And looking back, those are some of my best memories of Warframe, is farming for those really, really tough things to get. Again, look at RuneScape. That game has items that are like 1 in a couple thousand chance. Like, it's super, super rare. And the best we have is 1 in 400. Which isn't... in comparison, it's not a lot. It's not a lot. And it's... Warframe has this thing where either you can get it and it's not rare, or you can't get it and it's so, so rare. Prime Chamber, for example. You can't get it. It's worth... I saw the other day somebody was trying to buy it for 200... or not 200, 25,000 platinum. That's a shit ton of platinum. That is an absolute butt ton. But like, that's like, there's fervor there. Holy shit, you have a prime chamber. What the fuck? Instead of, you got a vengeful revenant? That's cool. You know? It's like, oh my god. That factor, the oh my god factor, I just got blank, is missing from Warframe. And people are complaining that these Riven mods, which are relatively easy to get, are too difficult to get. And it kind of pisses me off. So, yeah. Anyway, I didn't mean to talk for that long, but I hope you see where I'm coming from. If not, I don't know, man. We have a difference of opinion, and that's cool. Think whatever you want to think. I can't tell you otherwise. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the Riven mod situation currently. I want them to be harder to get. I want to not be able to trade them. That way, it's more satisfying when you actually get it. So that's what I want. Again, let me know what you think in the comment section. I will see you all later. Peace.